and got a bit of my hair caught in that. RACV, there would be no code. I don't know how to run Code Veronica. メカードがありません. Crazy games. Michael Reynolds' Virtual Horrorland. Illbleed. I'm sure you guys have been waiting for this one. I'm trying to change the game name and it's sort of not working properly. I do, however, need to find my notes. Soul Survivor, thanks for the 100 bits. Worked on your end? Great. Let's get it on. Yeah, this is I'm sure this is the one that everyone was waiting for. I feel like this is the run that everyone was actually waiting for me to do. If there's a Dreamcast run of mine that I would single out as the most popular, it's definitely Illbleed. Without a doubt, people love Illbleed. You know what? I love Illbleed too. It's great. But also, I think I ran nothing but Illbleed for like 3 months at some point. You know, it's like. Yeah, a streamer cannot live on Illbleed alone. Although I do like it very, like, it's a good run. I like that I got kind of good at it. Like, it's something that's mine, you know? Mine.
Cool.
Jimmy. Okay, establish the pattern.
Cool.
It's this, it's that.
Cool.
That's pattern B, which is good. There's a lot of, Illbleed is a really hard game to jump back into, like, raw, after not touching it for a while, because there's a lot of fucking knowledge overhead for this run. First things first, I have to deduce what random pattern of traps I've received. This is pattern B. I've figured it out now, but the thing is that, like, there's like, this is a game that requires, like, actual de-rusting to just do. I'm gonna let the odd cutscene play out for fun. Why not? We're here to have a good time today.
Jimmy, it's time for practice. Get out to the training field now. Hey, you're not Jimmy.
You're not Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Absence of Jimmy. Jimmy-less behavior. Over here, I think there's a kaiseki. Yep. That's for safety, because I don't really remember what I'm doing. Mistakes will be made, for I have not done this run in, like, months. Is pattern B the pattern with an enemy inside the kitchen? I don't remember.
Cool.
Well, if there is, I may have just dodged it successfully, because I'm very good. Oh, whoops. Anyway.
Cool.
Yush. Is there an express reason for this marathon? Just for fun? Yeah, just for fun. I just felt like it. I woke up today and was like, you know what? Dreamcast time. There was no deep reason beyond that. Just kind of felt like playing some Dreamcast games today. Why not? Felt like doing something fun today for the street, like for you guys, something that, you know, like I know you're Twitch people now. Something that I know that like stream on it, you know, people like the speedrun marathons. I thought let's do a Dreamcast one of those because I will not be streaming on Monday because I do not stream Mondays typically. So I thought let's do something fun to whet the appetite. That's a pattern C thing. Can you just jump this? Yes. Damn, I really hit that raw with no... Damn, dude. That was an enemy skip I just did, and like it's actually not that easy to hit, and I just kind of did it. Narrow, that was good. Narrow escape. Love that for me. Just go. Right. Pattern B is the good one. You can just go. Now, I'm having to look at my notes log. It's like, which one is this again? What do I do? Yeah, the enemy dodge is pretty difficult. I wouldn't say it's like hard as shit. It's not the toughest thing ever. But I fail it like a lot.
Hey, hurry up! Hey, hurry up! Shoot!
No, but... Brown, brown, brown. I committed. I committed. I committed to the wall. I don't like that. He's in the middle of the scene. That was probably wise. That was probably a wise decision, I think. I think using map freeze there was the move. It's not good when he's in the middle of the frame like that. Nah, bastard. He spawned weird.
Hey, hurry up!
Ah, I tried to dodge. Okay, I'm still facing the right way. Gotta be careful with those. stick to his side. No, he's getting loose. He's going all over the place. He's running wild. It's okay. He puked on me. No, you fucker. Come here. Bro is escaping. There we go. Yeah, see, that's why we picked up some safety. That's why we picked up some safety items, because if I hadn't picked up at least one safety item at one point, the bleeding there would become a pretty big fucking problem about now. No. Dodge that. I fell! I fell! No! My classic ill bleed run. This is one of my classic bits. This is the good material. Everyone buys tickets to the stand-up show to see the classic material that is ill bleed. Is this Jimmy? No, that's Banbalo. That's Jimmy's dad. One of my signature speedruns. One of my classic bits. Honestly, as far as games being like one of my classic bits that people really like and... Fuck me, I can't... Yeah, I'm great at this run! Woohoo! How do I do platforming? Anyway, what was I about to say? It could be worse games than Illbleed, you know? I'm okay with this. At least Illbleed is pretty unique. It's a very unique game. There is definitely, for better and for worse, not really anything like Illbleed. There's never been anything like it since, and there was never anything like it before. Maybe if I keep up the energy of keeping it alive in the public consciousness, it will give birth to like a re-release one of these days. Get it like the carbon engine treatment or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'd be so down for this game to get re-released. Isn't developed for this like mega defunct? Oh, it's mega defunct and the director is dead. He died ages ago. Shinya Nishigaki died of, how do I say this without it sounding sarcastic? He died of heart failure. Which, given the nature of Illbleed, is, I will admit, that is kind of funny. I'm just gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
But only a little bit, because otherwise he actually passed away quite young. You know, like, just kind of one of those things. It's a bit fucked up. But every single time when I'm, like, playing the game of Illbleed, and it was like, I bring up the fact that the director and writer and basically the guy who made the fucking game, you know? The guy for whom Illbleed was, like, his brainchild, he died of a heart attack, which... That is kind of... It's hard to say with a straight face while actually playing the game, you know? I don't know how to dodge this one. Is it left side or right side? I think it's left side. Yeah, fuck. Nah!
Hey, hurry up! Shoot! Shoot!
Who published this? Sega, I believe. I picked the wrong side to dodge it on. I always forget for that one, is it left side or... I really should put it in my notes, and I never do. Yeah, it really... It's one of those things where I don't think anyone knows who has the rights to this these days. Publisher was Crazy Games? That's the developer. Crazy Games is the outfit that made it. I'm 99% sure it was published by Sega because it fucking says so on the title screen. But, like, as for who owns the IP, no idea. No one knows. But I would... It'd be nice if there was some, you know, some demand to figure that out so we could get a modern re-release. Well, that was fucking bullshit, wasn't it? Does a publisher have a say how and what goes into a game? Can they influence that? Yeah, of course. For instance, I don't think they would have been able to put the Sega Saturn startup noise in Illbleed if they hadn't gotten permission from Sega to do it. But Sega was their publisher, so apparently they just... they were just like, yeah, alright, whatever. Yeah, like, a publisher funds... Okay, publishing arrangements are complicated and it varies dramatically by game. But at the very least, they're putting some amount of their money forward in order to, like, get the game out there. You know, maybe they're just handling distribution. Maybe they actually funded parts of development. It's hard to say. But, like, publisher demands definitely, like, exist, you know? Like, I played a game a while ago called Rhythm Sprout, which is, like, a little indie rhythm game about an onion who does rhythm game levels. There is, unlockable by default, Hello Neighbor costume, and there is no fucking way they would have put that in the game of their own accord. Because who the fuck wants to put Hello Neighbor shit in their game, like, without being asked to? Because it was published by Tiny Build, so of course they put it in the game. I have heard of other publisher demands. I will not repeat them because I think I might get an angry email if I do. for projects I have been around, for projects I have been involved in, and for projects I have existed in proximity to, I have also heard of publisher demands that were interesting. And I shall not repeat some of them, for I do not want to get angry emails. Welcome back, Miss Scarlet. Yeah, it depends. The amount of power a publisher has over a game's like content is dramatically variable depending on also. Honestly, I bet you the correct answer to who owns Illbleed is probably no one at the moment. I get the feeling that like the copyright is in like one of those states of limbo where no one really technically has any ownership of it. Because, like, the most likely candidate for, like... Because Crazy Games went under but wasn't absorbed by any major entity, right? And it was founded by this game's director, Shinya Nishigaki, who is dead. So, like... Question mark. What's the legal precedent in this situation? I don't think there is one. Cross counter. Although, I don't know, it might have just... I don't know if there's like a hierarchy of this, but I think... Because, Crazy Games closed before Nishigaki passed away, which raises further questions. Because it's not like, a similar situation, right, is the fact that all of, Kenji Eno's works for the Dreamcast, like D2, and stuff not for the Dreamcast, like Enemy Zero and the original D, owned by Eno himself, right? Because he founded his own company, so all that shit belongs to the company, which in turn belonged to him. Then Kenji Eno died. So it just kind of automatically got passed down to some other guy who was like the next guy in line who just sort of stepped up to take over the company. And that's why you get copyright claims on YouTube uploads of gameplay, because that guy is rent-seeking off the music of his dead friend. Yay. This is a recent development, by the way. Like, I'm annoyed about that, like, personally, because this is a recent development. Regardless, it would be nice if the rights for these things could be worked out. Because, I don't know, Illbleed should be re-released. It should be re-released for the modern audiences, because it's a really cool and interesting game that doesn't deserve to be marooned on the fucking Dreamcast. Same with the D2, actually. Get D2 off that shit. Get these games... Get them out of here. Back sword blade. That's patent A, baby.
Who's going to cut the tree, going to cut the tree, and I got to cut the tree, 'cause I love to cut the tree. Yo ho ho, and I'm out of control, I'm gonna cut the tree.
Axe, please. Now you're getting into dangerous territory with this talk of modern quality of life features. No. I don't trust anyone to touch this game anymore. Just I would like it re-released and nothing else. Nothing else. Is that right though? Here's the thing. There's two scares really close to each other. It's the middle one. Isn't that fucking dumb? Aren't video games just the worst? That's how I feel about Xenogears. I get that. I especially get that in regards to Xenogears.
Cool.
Particularly because someone like floated the idea of like, you know, the notorious rumors. There's always rumors, but you know, rumors floating around about a Xenogears remake, and like I flinched when I heard someone say that. I was like, what do you mean Xenogears remake? That's terrifying. Don't remake Xenogears, that's terrifying. The idea of that like made it go like the idea of a full bloom Xenogears is fucking like Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was it. There was like a shareholder meeting. We're considering, you know, how best to utilize our IPs going forward. Like, full bloom. Because, like, okay, if you don't know why I'm like the idea of like remaking Xenogears makes me go, ooh, are you sure? It's because Xenogears is already an outrageously long fucking game by the standards of PS1 RPGs. Ow! No, he did the sweep. Xenogears 1 is already an outrageously long game. It's like a 70-hour game. And that is with Disc 2 being famously very cut down. Very cut down.
Cool.
So the idea of a remake that actually, like, completes the full bloom vision of the original Xenogears is, like, fucking terrifying. It's like, dude, that would be, like, the longest JRPG ever made. And it wouldn't even be close. Imagine if they did finish it. It would be you would never finish it. It would be terrifying. Like, Xenogears is such a dense fucking text as well. Yeah, they'd have to get the guy, like, back in the office to be like, what did you actually want to do with this? It's crazy how long that fucking game is. Just really finished Xenogears 1. You haven't finished? Like, you've run Xenosaga, but you've never finished Xenogears?
Cool.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Never touched or seen a Chronicles either. Okay, Chronicles, fair enough. I haven't played a Xenoblade Chronicles either, and I kind of don't want to.
Cool.
Selling Xenogears to you sounds like you get a lot of bang for your buck. You do get a lot of bang for your buck.
Cool.
It's a very big game.
Cool.
It's very interesting. Like, you can tell it's the work of artists. There's a lot of passion in it. Like, it's a game that tackles big ideas with fucking gusto. You gotta respect the moxie of a project like Xenogears, but also, it is fucking huge. It's such a big fucking, like, it's such a long game. Possibly a bit too, like... Part of it is that a lot of the link derives from the fact that the random encounter rate, as is typical of PS1 RPGs, is cranked just a little too high. You get into a lot of fights, you know, it's a bit much. Sometimes you're just like, stop. Illbleed is also... Illbleed could only be the work of artists, because, like, if you were trying to make a game that was, like, safe and appealed to, like, you know, also, you wouldn't make something like this, you know? You would never... I cannot imagine what a struggle it would have been to translate Xenogears. Because, I am an intermediate learner of Japanese, right? Xenogears is basically unpassable to me. I cannot read it. The words are too long, and they are too complicated. Like, I can make my way through a Final Fantasy game in Japanese. I've done it multiple times. They're not that complicated. Like, that's workable for me, someone like me. Xenogears is like trying to read a psychology textbook. It's not happening. Shit is fucking complicated. There are lots of big words. Lots of big scary words. Lots of religious terminology too, and that's like even weirder in Japanese. Because boy, they got a lot of words for that. But anyway, cool game. Hope they never remake it. Hope they never remake it. Full Xenogears terrifying. I should replay Xenosaga. I've never actually played Xenosaga at all. Xenosaga didn't really get released properly in Europe, was the thing that fucked it over here. Like, what happened with Xenosaga in Europe? I forget what it was, but like, I think only one of them came out here, and I think it was the fucking middle. I think we only got 2. Which, like... Huh? Like, we only got the middle entry in a fucking trilogy. Help. Why would you do that to us? That's, like, cruel. Nightmare situation for European role-playing gamers. Menu breaks the enemy out? Yeah, opening the map freezes them. I would love to stream Xenogears, because I have never finished it. Because, like I said, it's really fucking long. But I do not think my stream would tolerate the 70 hours it would take to get through that game. He's right in the middle. And he fucking got me anyway. I tried to pause and it dropped. Hello? Is it really that long because of the story? I mean, not just because of the story, it's just a long game. There's like a lot of combat too. You gotta do like mech fights and on-foot fights and do all your bullshit. It's a long game. It's a long game. On the PS1, I think its length is really only rivaled by shit like Dragon Quest VII. And that game is like famously absurdly long. Is it 7? I think it was 7. Yeah, Dragon Quest VII and Persona 5 are, like, famously 2 of the longest RPGs ever made, and Xenogears is, like, would be up there if it was finished. The only thing keeping it from being one of the longest RPGs ever made is the fact that the second disc is not done. So what happens? Does the game just end mid-second disc? I don't... Okay, so... Disc 1 plays out like a normal JRPG, right? Where, you know, you experience the key events through the perspective of its main character and blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's a video game, you know? You've played a JRPG before. The second disc starts with the characters sitting in a room, narrating what happened on a background for several key points as it sort of rattles through key story segments one after another, occasionally stopping to actually let you play, like, key fights. But it, like, heavily abbreviates a lot of stuff, because famously, they needed to release the game, and it became obvious they weren't going to finish it in time before, like, publisher deadline, and they were like, fuck, do it like this. If we do it like this, we can finish the game and tell the whole story. Like, it was to the point where Square Enix actually suggested they just end the game at the end of the first disc, like, just ship disc 1, like, just roll the credits there. But the guy, you know, like, the director was like, that kind of sucks ass. What if we did it like this? What if we just, like, make the second act heavily abridged? And so they did. And to his credit, he's actually willing to defend that decision to this day. He was like, it would have sucked if we ended on the first disc, so we did it like that instead. And you know what? I can't hate. I can't hate that. That's conviction. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. Maybe he was right. It probably would have sucked if it ended on disc 1. Yeah, I think the thing is that I don't think he thought they were gonna get a duology, so he was just like, we gotta finish this, like, at least get the story out there now, because like Xenogears is a game that wants to tell a story, you know, like that guy wanted to get his story out there. The Thing Hi-Fi Rush parody, yeah, we're talking about Xenogears. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. If that was really the best option he had to, like, at least get the story out there, then you know what, he might have been right. But it is very funny how, like, very obviously not finished that game is when it shipped. But hey, that's game development. I got stories like that too. Like, a smaller scale story that I've got from that is that Freedom Planet 2, which, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to repeat this because ha ha ha, I worked on that for about 3 years. But the thing with Freedom Planet 2 is that that game was not originally supposed to have multiple endings. The decision to split the ending types was made actually, like, after everything had been recorded.
Uh-huh.
So, the normal ending is kind of fucking awkward as a result. Because it was not written to have multiple endings. Nah, Trolley Seed. Is Erica the best character for the run? Mostly, yes. Sometimes you use Kevin for more aggressive strategies. Kevin for Killer Man is the ideal technique, actually. Yeah, it depends on the level. I've really explained that very badly. Persona 3 Remake still doesn't have all the content. I'm sort of inclined to defend that decision.
Cool.
Oh fuck! No, I'm being hit by candy. Ah! No. That's okay. That doesn't do any damage. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay.
Cool.
Okay, maybe I won't defend the decision to cut some of the content from the remake. Like, the idea... Okay, the whole thing about remaking Persona 3 is that that's like a golden opportunity to put all the content in one place, right? Create the definitive version of Persona 3. But now you just have a third version of Persona 3, right?
Cool.
Like, the answer sucks, but on the other hand... Like, it's a remake. You could make it not suck. Like, it's still fucking canon, you know? Like, they're not removing the answer from the timeline. People think the female protag is going to be DLC. I just don't think they're going to implement it at all, if I'm being honest. I think it is significantly more likely she just doesn't make the cut at all.
Cool. Cool.
The answer will be DLC. Ooh. And I'm a fucking stooge for P3. I'm going to play the Persona 3 remake as well when it comes out, by the way. I should make this perfectly clear. I really like Persona 3. Like, I'm going to play the remake when it comes out, and I'm going to cry in public again at the ending. It's going to happen. That's how that's going to go, and that's just how it's going to be. Like, it's a good video game. It's a good video game.
Cool.
I play P3. It's a good game. It's a good game. Is playing P3 making crying in public related, or I'll cry on stream, is what I meant by that.
Cool.
Like, you know, kind of spoilers for those of you who probably haven't played the game, but Persona 3 is sort of a depressing video game.
Cool.
But it's also really good. Like, it's one of the best to ever do it. Like, Persona 3 has problems, but that ending hits. It still hits. It's one of the best. It's one of the best to ever do it in the genre. That's a strong fucking note to go out on. The sheer confidence in the transition to credits is magnificent. That didn't hit. I'm sad. Boo. Boo. That didn't even come close to hitting. Boo. Lying video game. That missed, and then the game decided it hit after the fact. Fuck off. I'm sick of the lies. Nothing's dying. That didn't hit. That's a lie. Dude, I cannot buy a counter hit. Nothing is working. That didn't hit. That's a lie. That didn't kill? Man. Fucking hell, something died. Bastard! Why do I lose? Oh my god, this fight is so fucking bad. Fuck you! Oh my god, these hitboxes. I'm gonna die. Like, I'm actually gonna lose the run. Just about. Fuck me, that was fucking terrible. Nothing would just... I was just not allowed to get a fucking hit. Holy shit. Trash fucking fight. Good thing I bought coagulant. Back in it, baby. Probably actually heal damage. Before I said shotgunning was almost twice as fast as me starting with the pistol, I guess not really confused. Like, 10,000 people have asked me this, and apparently none of them understand how linear time works. I didn't work it out until I was editing the video.
Cool.
I gotta never put, like, non-linear presentation in my videos, because no one gets it. I think I'm standing on top of it. I think I'm standing on top of the trigger. Ah.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't work out the shotgun or flamethrower made you move faster until post, so I wasn't using it.
Cool.
I wasn't using it in the live attempt. Didn't figure it out. Why am I doing it this way? But apparently, like, the fact I put the interlude of me working that out in the middle of the video, even though I'd really tried to make it clear it was, like, at a later date, did not stick with people.
Cool.
I don't know, I guess, I don't know, I thought it was, because, like, it's editing punchy, and, you know, the video had to be recorded first before it could be edited, so I thought that made it clear it was a much later date, but apparently you can't do that because people just don't get it.
Cool.
Flamethrower might have worked. Should have done it at the end, I don't know, should have just put it at the end of the video, I think. Whatever. I don't know. This is another, like, classic of no matter how... It doesn't matter what I do, someone will misunderstand something in a YouTube video, always. Cool disappearing enemy act there. Very interesting. This angle is balls. I'm not a fan of this. Why are you in the middle of the room? Making my life hard. Anyway, it's okay. It's fine. The video is doing well for itself anyway. What the fuck? No, dude, that's so ass. What the fuck do you mean that got me? Fucking hell, dude, that was aggressively bullshit. And now I'm all turned around and shit. Fuck. Ah. Yeah, that was aggressively bullshit. That wasn't even fucking close to being near me. I do not agree with that. That was way out. It's just, this happens with everything. Like, it doesn't seem to matter how much effort I put into trying to clarify myself. Something gets misunderstood. Always. And it's always something that doesn't actually matter that much. I remember, like, the 0-star Silent Hill video, everyone kept suggesting, why don't you just hack yourself to the end of the game? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure if you just hack the fucking game, it would work. That's not the point. That's such a boring answer. Well, as I was talking about earlier, the fucking genius in the comments of the RE2 video who was like, you're such a silly guy, you know, didn't you know you could just tap the forward button to move without stepping? It's like, yeah, it's almost like the rules of the fucking challenge explicitly out, like, it's almost like the conditions of the challenge don't include that. Fucking Muppet. Really just wants to be clever, you know? Explicitly clarified in the rules why that's not done, and the guy goes, what if you just did this thing that's against the rules of the challenge? Like, because it's against the fucking rules of the goddamn challenge, nah! Ah, Mary, where you going? I'm mid! Woo! Mary! Ah, I was hoping she'd walk into it. Walk into it. Yeah! Upsetty spaghetti streamer. Mad at his comment. I'm always mad at my comments. Doesn't matter what the subject is, I end up mad about something. Like, let's go over the ways in which the comments have made me angry. The Left 4 Dead 2 video, everyone getting mad at me for not knowing what guns are, like what models of guns that were added to the game, and me just going, I don't know what guns are, I'm not gonna try and include them, I don't know, I don't fucking care either. And like, gun people got mad at me about that, because they're like, oh, you should have just, you know, you could just put them in like a sideline or something. It's like, I don't know, I'm not going to look it up. Ask someone who gives a shit. That is not me, that is not this content creator. I don't know what guns are, you fucking Call of Duty obsessed weirdos. You know, I'd say, I don't think the Uno video generated many comments that, like, pissed me off. It generates, like, a handful of weirdos here and there, naturally, but I don't think there was a common theme among the weird comments on that one. You're just kind of like, oh, wow, this is a weird game. Cool. It's about Uno, mate. Yeah, well, you know, it wasn't like a benevolent comment section down there, but at the very least, it wasn't people trying to act clever. Oh, by the way, I should probably make this... Someone asked a question about this a little earlier, and I didn't actually answer it, because I was busy counting chickens in my head. The number of question marks on the splits is completely arbitrary. Like, just to be clear, I don't have specifically 6 games planned. I didn't really have a plan. I just kind of picked a random number of splits. This will go for as long as I feel like. No.
Let's go.
Kevin. Kevin stratagem. Kevin technique. Kevin Mevin. Kevin is definitely the superior choice for Killer Man. Definitely. So the plan was just play Dreamcast until bored? Correct. Correct. You know me so well. Because it's already pretty late where I'm at. It's like 9 p.m. I do have a bedtime, you know. I gotta be in bed, guys. My mom will yell at me. Kevin has the better what? Kevin has better dodge. Like, his dodge is more invincible. Which happens to be just enough to make killing Killer Man at the end of the stage way easier. And way faster. And his other weaknesses aren't really felt in this level. Male characters also recover faster from landing from jumping for some reason, which is odd, but okay. The weakness, right, is that men are a lot worse at swinging melee weapons. So you would not pick Kevin for wood puppets, because you would eat shit on the last boss of the level. It would go badly for you. That is...
All right.
C. Yeah, that's C.
All right.
I am bad at Killer Man and I haven't played this level in a hot minute.
All right.
Check out this extremely funny trap. Per empty space.
All right.
What a game. Yeah, Kevin is faster for Killer Worm, but he's risky. Because, while his jump is quicker, a problem arises if you make a mistake and get caught by a worm, because he will take ages to get off the ground. What?
Over here! Over here!
But technically speaking, Kevin is also optimal for stage 2, but only by like a really small margin. Like, he ain't faster by much. Nice clean line through that. I make that look like nothing. If your angle holding against the wall is weird, you get hit by something, so... It's trickier than it looks. Did there ever turn out to be a faster way to do true ending runs without waiting 40 minutes for Kevin to die? It's not 40 minutes, it's 15, but no. I still haven't worked out a way to skip past Kevin for true ending. You just gotta wait 15 minutes. Training won't trigger if you acquire him and get him killed? Nope, you have to explicitly avoid ever getting him in the first place. Picking him up and getting him killed does not fulfill the same requirements. Finish something in 15 minutes while waiting? I did my flashcard the last time I ran it. Get training to skip all companions. Correct. You have to not save anyone. No Kevin, no Randy, no... Kevin is the only problem because he will automatically join you if he's alive. So you have to wait the 15 minutes to get him killed on purpose. Canonically, isn't true ending Erica going back alone, so they aren't there to encounter, thus you aren't allowed to save them? Yeah. That's the idea. Time to let a 15-ish minute speedrun and do a home pour. I don't know. It's like... Thing is, it's not quite 15 minutes because, like, the timer is going during the chase segment. It's more like 10 that you have to wait. Alright. What's the next one? We are on pattern C. Anyway, the comments make me angry, but the YouTube stuff is actually going pretty well for me lately, I think, relatively speaking.
Right.
You know, not like, ooh, quit my day job, but like, pretty regularly getting like a few tens of thousands of views on stuff now. It's like, that's going alright. That's not bad, I think. I think that's okay. Well on track to have 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. I won't care in the comments are really weird. Yep, they sure fucking are. Need to go back to making videos about weird Japan-only stuff instead, so that way I'm the expert. I mean, I'm also the expert on RE2, but like people really think they're the expert. They're not the expert. Also, like, man, you really can't just do a challenge run for fun. I mentioned this earlier, and I'm going to mention it again. The bizarrest genre of comment I got is the ones that are, like, very angry that I did it in the first place. Yeah, it's just like, you're stupid for doing this. It's like, why? It took, like, a weekend. It wasn't, like, a huge time burden. It's not like I wasted months of my life on this endeavor. It was, like, a stupid thing I did over the weekend. Relax. It's not that serious. So it's like some people are just mad that I did it at all. And it's like, why? I know it's a silly idea, but like, so what? Like, that's the point. It's a silly idea. It was a goofy idea that I thought would make for a funny challenge video, and it does. It is a funny challenge, but it's like, some people are just so joyless. It's like, what the hell? Why are you so miserable? Like, if I'm asking why you're so fucking miserable, you have a problem. It's like, I don't ask, like, if it's like, why do they click on the video? In that, it's like, this is such a stupid idea for a channel. Then why did you click on this video to look at it? What the hell? I didn't ask you to do that. Like, fair enough if you're like, oh, that's like sort of... If you don't find it interesting, fair enough. Like, okay. Perhaps you don't, but like... then just leave. It's okay. Like, it's fine. People, this is one of the fundamental things about YouTube comments that I talk about time and time again, but people on that website don't act responsible for their own watching. You know, they get angry at the poster if they watch something they don't like, and it's like, well, why did you watch it then? I didn't make you click on the fucking thing. People on Twitch don't act like this. That's the thing. That's the key difference between the user bases. Twitch people, if they... You're Twitch people again. You're all Twitch people. Twitch watchers, if they click on a stream, they act like they've made the choice to be here. They'll say hello, and they'll be like, hi, you know, like, what's this game? What's going on? Blah-de-blah. You know, they don't act like they're drifting through life on a sea of consciousness. Like not responsible for their own decisions of what they have chosen to watch, you know? They act like they chose to be here. You guys are posting in the chat, acting like you wanted to be here. People don't post in Twitch chats being like, what is this streamer? How did I get here? Why is this streamer so stupid? It's like, you know, you made the choice to be here. It's like, hi, hello. Thank you, incidentally, for making the choice to be here in this stream today. Yay! Whereas YouTube commenters don't act like they had a choice, you know? Like, they act like I forced them, like, they act like I sat them down, tied them to a fucking chair, and made them watch my video. It's like, I didn't do that. You clicked on it. Maybe autoplay put it in front of you, but in that case, turn autoplay off, you fucking muppet. Like, what are you doing? I don't understand why the user base... Like, what about the website has trained people to act like that? It's so bizarre. You took a right turn and I ended up here. What street is this? This is Illbleed Street. Welcome to die! Ha! I guess that's the fundamental difference, I think, between Twitch and YouTube, is that on Twitch, you build an audience, you know, like, you establish what you're about, and you find your people, as it were. You find the people who like the shite that you do. You build a community. YouTube, the goal is to have the algorithm serve your bullshit to as many strangers as humanly possible, some of whom are going to hate you just because they're not into that kind of thing, and it's like, well, fine. But I don't know why, but, like, you did... Why is that my problem? At least I get engagement, but I don't want their engagement is the thing. I don't want my videos to be served to everyone, regardless of, like, interest, you know? I want to find my people, the people who like that bull. That is how you find your people on the platform, though, but it really sucks that the only way to do that on YouTube is just to fucking scattershot it to a bunch of people who are gonna get angry at you for anything. Like, you can do anything on that website and people get mad at you. Anything. I think the Uno video is the only one so far that hasn't generated people weirdly angry at me for just doing it at all. I think Uno is where it's at, or it's a safe video to make. No one got mad at Uno. No one got mad at the Uno video, whereas lots of people got mad at the Left 4 Dead. Did I pick up the shotgun? If I didn't, this is about to be really funny. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, I did, thank God. Okay, so this is why Kevin strats are the move, if I can actually get him to do his thing. So you stay close to him. Kevin's dodge is invincible, such that you can just keep strafing around him and he keeps doing this burst move. And you keep inflicting damage over and over again. You just keep running that loop. You want to stay in front of him, though. So, like, just, like, dodge back and forth in his face. See, behind him, he's going to teleport away. Oh, no, that's good. We can strafe around again. He keeps doing the burst move. I keep shooting him. This only works if you're Kevin. If you're Eriko, your dodge isn't, like, invincible enough. It doesn't take properly. You'll get hit out by... If the burst is too close range, you'll get hit out of it. Because your dodge isn't invincible enough. It's not got enough iframes on it, whereas Kevin's dodge is more invincible and starts faster. It starts faster is the main thing. It's faster on startup. So the invincibility comes out sooner, so he can successfully dodge the burst attack even at absolutely point-blank range. Whereas that does not work with any of the female characters. I should note the divide is male-female. It's not just Eriko. All the female characters share the same animation, so it would also work for Randy and Jorg. It doesn't work for Michelle. Because all the male characters just share an animation set. That's how that works.
Let's go.
Same deal here. Kevin strategies. Is dodging a boostable stat? Nah. It's the frame data of that is just inherent to the character. Bye-bye.
Over here.
The joy of hidden character traits. The thing is that I don't think it was designed that way on purpose. I think it's an accident. Like, I think it's a mocapped animation, and they just sort of mapped the gameplay function to the animation, but didn't realize that, like, whatever, you know, the Mayo dodge animation is, like, slightly quicker. Who gives a fuck? I must say my thumbnail game has improved massively over the last 6 months. On my main YouTube, at least, the archive channel is still pretty lazy. But I've learned how to use the program GIMP slightly more.
Yep.
Do you know how difficult it is to draw a circle in GIMP? Like, what the fuck? I'm cheap and do not own Photoshop. Boobs! You hate the GIMP UX? Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's kind of a bad program. I'm not gonna lie, if you have, like, Photoshop or something, use that. GIMP is kind of bad. But I'm cheap and I'm not, like, good at... I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist. So I don't really have, like, an art program. I wanted something that was just, like, free. I mean, you know, there are ways to acquire programs, of course, of course, of course.
Yep.
Where's the tag? Where's the tag, bro? Nah, this is making me sad. Too far away every time. Okay, so this is,
Yep.
A.
Yep.
Naya. I don't remember where the trap is here, so I'm just gonna, like... Where is the scan for this? Where is it? That's fucking bullshit! I tried to scan it and it wouldn't let me. Fuck you, game. Bad game. That's bullshit. I very much tried to get that one and it wouldn't let me. That is obnoxious.
Yep.
Yep. Nyum. Bullshit ass game. Bad game. Shit game, go to jail.
Yep.
Okay, what am I doing? I have no notes for which... I really gotta take a note at one point of which side of the street this fight's on. Left.
Over here.
Please do not shoot me with your gun! Left. What? I can't tell if I moved wrong or if the game fucked up. Oh, right, I'm Kevin. Boo! Slowest. This is why Kevin is risky, because he takes ages to get off the ground.
Over here.
can't tell if I moved wrong or if I just got fucked over by things randomly shifting around. Because that doesn't seem like it should have happened.
Yep.
I moved wrong. Well, I didn't move wrong, I read my notes wrong. Other side for pattern A. Whoops.
Yep.
That would have been the correct movement if it was on pattern B. It's not pattern B, though. Twat. Okay, read your fucking notes correctly. 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My notes are pure text.
Yep.
Trying to include gameplay footage or like a picture would make the notes too big. Is there any way to lower your heart rate or does it just go up forever? You can lower your heart rate by standing still.
Yep.
There are also items that lower it.
Yep.
There's 2 patterns understanding which one I can understand. There's actually 3. Yikes.
Yep.
So yeah, I have notes for like every pattern because trying to memorize 3 individual patterns for every level is a bit much. That's asking a lot.
Yep.
So even I still use notes for this run. I've seen people try to pick up this game, and I think they're under the impression that I just memorize every pattern like raw, and it's like, fuck no, dude. I'm a big note taker. Take notes. Use a notepad when you run this game. Like maybe if you're like extremely hot shit, like eventually you can learn to memorize all the patterns. But like I don't do that. I don't expect anyone to do that. I use downtime to read my notes to prepare for the next encounter and sometimes, you know, when I run the game enough times in a row, you do sort of get used to certain patterns, you know? Have uploaded my notes online? No, but I've made like a video tutorial. Which I know is kind of annoying, it's like, ooh, watch your video instead of the notes, but my notes are incomprehensible. Like the notes are not designed for public use. The video tutorial is. Like, that was designed for other people to learn off of, whereas my notes are not for public consumption. Because they're full of, like, bizarre, like, scratch notation bullshit. Yeah, like, sometimes the way I write things is not going to make sense to a lot of people. My notes are like, go to the ungle, do the scrungle.
Yep.
Like, okay, let me read my notes for this particular area. My notes for this area is just sewer, just after final turn. Like, okay, I'm sure that, like, that's probably one of the more comprehensible things I've written down. But, like, define final turn. I know what final turn means. It's this. This is final turn. And that's still too fucking early. Don't take any notes? I'm a big note taker. I'm all about notes. I have all the notes. I have an entire Dropbox folder full of fucking notes for all sorts of bullshit. I honestly, note-taking, big recommend. For all sorts of runs. This is how I can do streams like this, where I can just pull games I haven't ran for ages out of the hat, because I've got the notes. This game would be so difficult to just do raw, like after having not done it for several months without my notes. I need my notes. I need the notes. My notes. Ah, Cork, your fucking auto-aim sucks. Ah! How's that dodge worked? I like how you can't really hear anything in this fight because sound effects are based on distance from the camera. And I'm currently fighting this guy on like the other end of the room. So we can't hear shit. You can hear the fight if you get closer to the camera. But I was not close to the camera, so you couldn't hear a fucking thing. Kevin, do a big jump. Doll? Alright, the gun's over. Well, I guess the doll isn't actually... It's fine. It's fine. Whee! Ball stinger. From a certain other horror game that I refuse to do. See, that dodge wouldn't have worked if I wasn't Kevin. Because that was fucking late as balls. Fire your gun, Kevin! Ah! I'm dodging badly. Okay, that was bullshit. That came out too fast. Goddamn. Brutal. You gotta be ready with those. I get him? I got him. Yes!
Yes. Excellent. Fantastic.
Victory.
I haven't had this much excitement in a long time. Very well then. I shall present you with $100 million.
$100 million. Where's my
The
$100
fanfare
million,
is the
chat?
Michael Reynolds
Where's my
Orchestra.
$100 million? Sorry, lost it in the bus. Typical. Let's drink some Hassie.
I'm a man of my word. Here, I present you $100 million.
I like how I'm a man of my word in the Japanese subtitles is just watashi mo otoko da, which is just I am also a guy. Like, okay, context is everything in Japanese, but that's still a weird sentence.
Hope to see you again someday. Congratulations.
Good luck.
It's not
Bye-bye.
mistranslated, like, or anything like that. It's just, like, it's a funny way of putting it, okay? I like how very gender Japanese can be sometimes. I don't even know it. She's Eriko. She's like the main character of the game. Yeah, game scenario and dialogue, Shinya Nishigaki. He was the writer and, like, director, I think. No, okay, apparently Tetsuya Sugimura is the director. Proof I am wrong, straight away. Producer, that's the one. Yeah, as the writer, I think he's the guy who, like, owned Crazy Games. But yeah, see, copyright Sega Corporation at the end there, because I'm pretty sure, because they published it, because they published the video game.
Sure, I won $1 million, but lost all of my friends in the process. There's nothing I can do to turn things around.
I can't help but notice, by the way, that the amount of money changes between the
I'd gladly
ending
give
and,
back the money if I could give
like,
them back.
it's
All
$1
I
million
can do is
bucks,
pray that they
Ichioku,
rest in
in
peace.
the dialogue here.
Goodbye,
But the
my
spoken
friends.
dialogue in the ending is
I'll miss
$100 million,
A lot.
which is not. I think that's not Oku. How big is Oku again? Really large Japanese numbers are weird. I don't know how to count in Oku. It's like to the power of 8, isn't it? So like that is 1 million, right? I have no memory card. I hate it when this happens. It is 100 million. Okay, so it actually is 100 million. I don't remember what I'm looking at. This is going to annoy me if I don't look it up. How many zeros is an oku? Yeah, and okay, it is 100 million. Ichioku is 100 million. So it's the spoken dialogue that's wrong. Whereas what's 10 to the 6 in Japanese? I don't think it has a specific word for that. It's just like, what is it, like 100? Would it be like 100 mon? Is that a million? How do you say million? I don't know. Yeah, it's 100 mon. Hyakumon. Hyakumon is a million. How do you, dude, counting in foreign languages, like especially ones with completely different concepts of like where you break the powers of 10. Next game. Help, I can't get the game in the Dreamcast. Could the writing be talking in yen? Well, I mean, no, it's not. It's talking in dollars, but like it counts in Japanese because it's Japanese. We were talking about this one. That's right, Diablo 2. No. D2. This is another game I absolutely need my notes for. This is another game I absolutely need my fucking notes for. All the cutscenes are gonna be, like, skipped. Sorry, I had the menu open. Whoops. All cutscenes will be skipped, which will render this kind of incomprehensible to most people. I got a shotgun bullet. Take that, gun people! It's a shotgun bullet! Yeah, do a run of Trag or something like that at GDQ? I've never ran Trag. I was on the couch for a run of Trag, but I've never actually finished Trag personally. Got his ass. See, how this game starts is you gotta go hunting for rabbit meat. Fuck! There we go. Alright, now we can actually play the game. I'm going to take probably as much healing as I come across, because I just want to finish the run, you know? I haven't ran this game in a while. I mean, that's the case with most of these. I don't know why I'm trying to justify this. It's been a hot minute. I'm not trying to be, like, trim with the item route. Ta-dun! So yeah, this is how D2 works, for those of you who've never seen this game before. You get into, like, random encounters with dudes. And they fucking burrow away from you like bastards. And then you get experience, and you level up, which makes you do damage. We get into the stone hut, and then we leave immediately. Because there's nothing else to do here. So this game is kind of a trigger hunt in terms of how you make progress. You just kind of do shit, and that makes other shit arbitrarily happen. Speaking of weird games that one can make videos about, true. Thing is, though, the thing about Illbleed and D2 is that there's already pretty good videos on YouTube made by Stop Skeletons from Fighting as the happy video game nerd at the time of publication. But those videos are the reason I played these games in the first place. So I kind of don't. It would be weird. I don't know. It would feel weird to make a video about them. So like, I don't feel the need to. Shoutouts to Derek. Shoutouts to, if it were not for those videos, I don't think I'd have played either of these games. Hehehe. Wake up, Kim. Whereas I think if there was going to be a Dreamcast game that I would, like, you know, make a video review of or whatever in that format, I would probably do it on Seven Mansions, because it's, you know, unreleased in English, so that's kind of my field. That's where I have, like, the uncommon edge over most, like, video game talker-abouters on YouTube. I can actually fucking read Japanese. Although there is a pretty functional English translation of Seven Mansions done by someone who is much better at Japanese than I am. But regardless, it's still kind of my field. But that's a later idea for like that idea is like that's a later idea for later. But I haven't even started writing that. A two-guy moment. Hate that for me. Ow! Damn, I took damage that early? Brutal. Just kind of waiting. That's okay, I got my level up. I get my health back when I level up. It's alright. No, I didn't say turn around. I did not request this. No. Cabinet. But do get the health. We get the Grandada. We get the radio. I don't remember when we do this, so I'm just going to do it now. No, those are two unrelated stories. Kenji Eno, I think, did hand-deliver special editions of one of the D games to purchasers, but he also hand-delivered the final build of the original D to, like, the printing facility, like, when it went gold, in order to get the final, like, cannibalism scene in D past the censors. Like, so, like, he's done it twice, basically, but, like, those are different stories. I'm pretty sure there's a story where, I don't remember if it was D2 that had, like, a special edition that was hand-delivered, or was it just, like, D for the PS1? I don't remember. I have to look it up. What slightly cosmetically different version of D2 do I have? It's on the floor right now. Fuck, I think I have Eclipse. For those of you who don't know, by the way, there are, like, 4 different editions of D4. In Japan, at least. Like, the Japanese version of the game, there's, like, 4 different releases, and they're cosmetically different. The game is identical, but they have, like, a different colored calendar inside of them, and they have slightly different cover art, and some other minor differences that don't matter. There's a couple of, there's 4 different printings of that game. If you want the complete D2 experience, you gotta get all 4. Different quote on the spine. Oh yeah, the spine's how you can tell. Hang on. That's a great point. Is it the spine? Doesn't seem like it's the spine. Quiet. Spine card, maybe? Ah, spine card. It's on the Obi. Yes, eclipsed by anger, it says. So that's, I have Eclipse. I have the Eclipse version. I have the Eclipse version of the video game. You know, Twitch finally implemented the warnings for when an ad break is about to start, right? Except I only see it the first time. Every single other time an ad break has started, it's just randomly fired off, and it's just an ad break has begun, and it's like, you're supposed to warn me before that fucking happens, dickhead. Like, you finally implemented the feature, and you didn't do it correctly. For fuck's sake, guys. That's how it's called? Obi, like clothing item? Yeah, just like the strip. It's called an Obi. Why are you so far away? Tease non-obtrusive ads that wouldn't disrupt the stream? Yeah, no, great. It's great, I love this website. I love how they spent months trying to basically bully people into finally just running ads on their stream. It's like, even I caved eventually, because it's like... They basically were like, do it now, or we're going to do it for you anyway. I don't quite understand why they do it. I don't get the point of OBs either. I have no idea. I considered tweeting that to ask, but I sort of didn't want to because I couldn't think of how to put it. I did, however, tweet to ask my Japanese followers what they do with their OBs on books. Because as a dumbass Westerner, I was like, what the fuck do you do with these things? When I'm reading a book, it keeps, like, slipping around and shit. So I started using it as a bookmark, so I put out, like, a Japanese tweet to be like, what the fuck do you guys do with your OBs? Like, I'm just using it as a bookmark right now, but that feels kind of weird. And I like at least 2 replies on a different tweet that someone linked to me about this were like, I use it as a bookmark, and I was like, okay, great. Nice to know that I am not that stupid. Or at least, like, I'm not committing some kind of, like, crime here. That guy didn't die? That's brutal. apparently use it as a bookmark is, like, pretty normal. But the real galaxy brain answer that someone gave me is that they put the OB, like, behind the hardcover. I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking clever. But as it turns out, there are lots of opinions about what you're supposed to do with the OB that comes with books. I put the question out there, wondering if I sounded, like, incredibly stupid, because I was like, you know, when I read the book, the OB's always, like, getting, like, kind of jolted out of place and is sort of, like, slipping off, and it's, like, kind of annoying, and I was like, I wonder if, like, anyone who reads this is gonna think I'm just a stupid asshole who doesn't know how to hold a book properly. And I was like, do Japanese people just understand how to hold books? Like, am I doing it wrong? I can't hit the butterfly. No! Bad RNG. Where's the butterfly? It's too close. There we go. OBs are for purchasing information, and sometimes they're part of the cover design, I guess. I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't entirely get it, because, like, only Japan does it, seemingly. I don't think I've ever bought a product from another region that had an OB. I think it's just Japan. Set for extra minute you can discard later. You can't throw them away. I put that question out there on the assumption that no one throws them away, because I don't think I've ever bought a single thing secondhand from a Japanese seller that didn't have the fucking OB with it. It's always included, no matter how inconvenient it would be to hold on to it. I bought a set of 6 volumes of a manga, and they all had it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care if you have it or not, but, like, how did you hold on to these? Like, every time I bought, a game, it's always been in the box. Bought a book, always comes with it. Bought a CD, came with those as well. I don't think I've ever bought a second-hand item that hasn't included the OB, even though I don't really give a shit, you know? Like, I'm not that arsed. I'm not like a complete in-box kind of guy. I just, like, if it works and, if the book is readable, I'm okay. It's fine. Yeah, it really is just that difference. I'm gonna get hit. It really is just that difference, because the listing of, like, the box set of, like, 6 volumes of manga that I bought, the description was like, please buy with the understanding that this is a used item. If you are particular about the condition, please refrain from bidding. And I was like, okay, I am not particular about the condition, so whatever, as long as the book isn't, like, fucking ripped or I don't really give a shit. Showed up. Mint. It's mint. Like, there's nothing, I wouldn't be able to tell another human being has even touched it. Like, it's complete. It had all the OBs with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
disagree.
No. I don't know if there's a button that forces a reload. It's Y. There we go. Lurg. Thanks for the 5 months. Single dude moment. Dead. The expectation of a good quality, though, is one of the reasons that the vast majority of like retro games I purchase for the idea of speedrunning them on this stream, they're usually Japanese, because when I want to buy a second-hand game for a run, I want the disc to, like, you know, work good. Bruh. This two-dude pile-up situation is, like, not sparking joy. You know, if I'm gonna buy like a disc thing for stream to play and run a game on, you gotta hope that disc works. That's why a lot of it's Japanese, because the disc is gonna fucking work. It's very rare that they don't. Also, the American version of this game is like 9 times as expensive as the Japanese version. The American version of this game is rare as hell and gets into the triple digits. The Japanese version was like 20 bucks. Death. Yeah, currently our goal, by the way, in D2, the video game, is we're currently fighting our way up a mountain. We're going somewhere. Learning Japanese to save money on video games. I would never be someone who is inclined to recommend learning Japanese as a money-saving measure, because what will happen instead is that you'll buy all sorts of things that you wouldn't have bought before. But on the other hand, it has definitely opened doors for me, especially in terms of speedrunning. Because it's just a lot easier for me to have access to lots of stuff when you can read the language. Or at the very least when you're not scared of the language, you know? Because I was able to pick up Shattered Memories for runs because I could just get the Japanese version. It's like, okay, but like, a bit in the middle requires you to be able to read sentences and answer the questions in Japanese. It's like, okay, that's fine, I can do that. Whereas that would probably, like, dead stop someone who can't read the fucking thing. Like, you can work it out if you're dedicated, but some people aren't going to bother. It's more of a roadblock if you actually have to, like, work around the language barrier. Get me to that truck. Yes. Is my Japanese reading level sitting at these days? Poor. Still not great. Could be better. Shenmue's hard to get in English for the PS2, yeah. English PS2 Shatmem is very, very expensive. Honestly, JP Shatmem is not cheap. Got a first aid spray. PS2 better than Wii for the run, yeah. I'm bad. Nah, that's my mistake. I forgot it goes 3 times. Went 4? Oh, yep. Bird time. Bird time. Ooh, big bird. Ooh, big bird. Ooh, big bird. Death. And then we respawn back in the starting hut. Disc 1 does not actually take place over a very large region. Best game on the Dreamcast, in my opinion. I feel like I've not played, like, the games on the Dreamcast that people actually say are good, like, unironically, you know? Like, I haven't played Skies of Arcadia. RE2 is on Dreamcast? I mean, yeah, but no one thinks of it as a Dreamcast game. Sonic Adventure? Fuck no. I am a hater. I'm definitely a hater on this topic. Fuck that one. Absolutely not. Definitely a hater. Power Stone 2? Definitely a hater on that as well. I do not like Power Stone. What's the code? 4738. I have to write that down. Because that's random. That code is random. My opinion, though, which one is the best? I mean, I guess my favorite Dreamcast game is Illbleed. That feels like kind of a weak answer, though. Oh, Phantasy Star Online? I have not played Phantasy Star Online. That was so not what I asked the game to do. There is no confirm enter location button, you just walk into doors. just hold up left, it's fine. I have Phantasy Star Online for the GameCube, but not the Dreamcast. Clonked him. Honestly, one of these days I should figure out... I should just get Dolphin going on my computer. So I can play some GameCube games. Because I've never bothered to set that up. Do I have a lore playthrough of D2 like I have of Carrier in the Ring? I mean, it's not... Carrier wasn't like a lore playthrough, I just played the game through. I have an archive stream VOD of my first playthrough of D2, I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's around somewhere. Oi! Remember this run in GDQ? On the hotfix? Yeah, I've done it on the hotfix before. Does D2 stand for something, or is that just the title? Yes, it does in fact stand for something. It is also just the title. Like, yes and yes. Stay tuned to the end of the run to find out what D2 stands for, because you do actually find out. It means double D. It's a game about boobs. Now I have to stay. You do. I've successfully hooked you in. I've tricked everyone. Fucking card bullshit, inflatable arm ass looking enemy. I'm gonna get hit, and there's not a lot I can do about that. Too many enemies spawning in at once. Sometimes you just gotta accept you're gonna get your shit clapped. You know, it seems like I'm aimlessly running through a snowy mountain. It's not aimless, I promise. But yes, a good chunk of the first, like, fucking half hour of this run I spent running up this hill twice. Because after I beat the boss at the top of the hill, the game respawns you at the bottom of the hill and makes you walk up the hill again. Running up that hill, running up that road, with no problems. Ow! If I only could, I'd make a deal with God. Where'd the other guy go? Why is he all the way back there? I get him to swap places. We're running up the hill. That UK Kate Bush indoctrination I mentioned is kicking in. Everyone above a certain age in Britain knows, like, the lyrics to all Kate Bush songs, just as a matter of, like, course. This is like that musing brought to you by the fact that obviously like Stranger Things made that song more popular, right? So like people I knew were like, oh yeah, it was like this song, and I was like, I don't think I know that song. And then they started playing it, and I was like, oh, I know this song. I know it very well, actually. I just didn't remember what it was called. And she felt the only person who knew Kate Bush music for Stranger Things. She's very popular in her native UK. You know, unsurprisingly. Right, what did I write down for the code? 473. Can I just say, by the way, that this is like the worst fucking password input interface in a video game? Hate this. Anyway, who wants to walk through a cave? This is like the only time in the game you get to do this kind of like first-person free exploration. Death. The thing with this run, right, is that disc 1 is like half the run, and then disc 3 is like the other half of the run. And discs 2 and 4 are like relatively small parts of it. Why the fuck did it spawn that close to me? What the hell is this? Why are you that close? Why? That guy, like, spawned inside of me. Do you mind? Dude tried to telefrag me. That's pretty good. A cunning stratagem. Oh, nope, yeah, I'm right. Get a shotgun bullet for my troubles. Is that yellow or is that green? Green. Not really worth much. That's yellow. No, that's still green. Colors! Once again, streamer is colorblind. Move past these two one of those lunchboxes spawns a fucking enemy. That one has shotgun shells in it, but we can skip the cutscene where we pick it up. Gas, gas, gas. I think that ends disc 1, so I gotta, like, change. This game has 4 fucking discs. I'm stuck on the... No, I'm trapped in my headphone wires. Ah, I'm dying. Oh, does that not end the disc? Did I stand up too early? I mean, this isn't really standing up. Nah, 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 nah. Hey! ディスク入れてください。Wahoo! Ouch! Oof! I had a complicated time there, getting back into my fucking chair. See, okay, when I run this game, like, seriously...
49 months 6 in dance speedrun marathon 6 in dance.
Good, thanks for the 49 months. When I'm running this game, like, seriously, when I have my game face on, I actually deliberately, like, reposition my entertainment setup so that the Dreamcast is physically closer to me, so I don't have to move as much when changing discs. Okay, so we're about to try and kill clone Kimberly, who attacks us with her crotch. Oh, ad break started. Thanks, Twitch, for warning me about that. Love that. Love that Twitch once again managed to successfully warn me before doing stuff. And by that I mean they just didn't warn me at all, they just do it. Technically the weak point is her head, right? But like that doesn't work reliably for some reason. This fight's kind of janky. That was a trade. I'm going to heal because I would rather not die. Probably wise. That wasn't a bad fight, actually. Sub to Punchy, put your name in the donation measure to get 10% back. In the speedrun, that fight represents the only real risk of getting killed if it goes badly. No, look. Get the Grandada. I am going to sleep because it heals me. Which is playing it very safe. Right, who's ready to drive? Oh, not me. Fuck, what's the controls again? It's the analog stick. Bruh, this game sucks. Laura, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't say get back on the fucking thing, Laura. Questionable video game. Push. No, I don't need to look at Kimberly's ass. That is not important to me. There are, in fact, shotgun bullets over here. Seven. Push the magic bell button. I have to write that down. Cool. That number is random. Highly recommend using a cheeky print screen for that. I did it. I didn't get the fucking snowmobile stuck in the corner. Woo! We can take this without the shotgun. This is the part of the game where the encounter difficulty starts to scale up a bit, and it becomes pertinent to use the shotgun to deal extra damage. But if you get single-duded situations like that, it's fine to just use the submachine gun still. This is where you have to actually start employing judgment on what would be best to fight groups of enemies with. I don't know what I bounced off there. I beg your pardon. That's a shotgun situation. That was a waste. Go away. The shotgun is very, very strong. Like, those guys would have taken ages to kill and absolutely clapped my fucking cheeks if I didn't bust out the shotgun. Rest assured, there is rationale to these decision makes. These decision makes. These decisions that are makes. This is also absolutely a shotgun situation. No doubt about it. If I could aim at the same one, that would be peachy. If you get one guy, if you like, ideally you want one-man fights anyway, because obviously it's faster to deal with one enemy. There is a grenade in the snow. There it is. There's a grenade in the snow. I really want those grenades. They're very important. Fuck off! Oh god, it is not having a good time. This is a shotgun. Even if it's a one-guy moment, I think that's a shotgun one-guy moment. These guys take ages to kill. That big enemy, I think you want to just use the shotgun anyway. We definitely want to take the time to get that grenade in the snow. Grenades will be very, very useful to us in the late game. We're spending the run basically amassing as many grenades as we can, like, physically get our hands on. And then we're gonna burn, like, all of them at the end of the game. To just power through the final area. That clearly said G-bomb. It says G-bomb, yeah. But they're grenades. There's Sugum security. That grenade is tiny, you could miss it so easily. Oh, yeah. You definitely could. It's kind of a pain in the ass. We talk to this dude. Then I'm going to destroy his fine china. And we burn the entire place to the ground. There's a flamethrower in there, but we cannot use the flamethrower in combat. No, it's for melting ice. use the flamethrower in combat? No siree. This is a shotgun situation for sure. Fucking forget this noise. There's no running away in combat in this game, right? So... when you get into a fight, you have to win it. You don't get a choice. And as I recall, there's like... isn't there bullets over here? I can't remember. That's not good. I can't remember. I thought there's like bullets towards the side, but I might be misremembering that. Whatever. Go away. You too. Bitch. Yeah. Driving. Yeah. Jesus. Don't ask. We need the flamethrower to get in here. That's what it's for. So we can melt the ice off of that to get in here. And promptly have a... we get trapped in this room and then die, by the way, is what happens in the plot. But because we're Laura, we reincarnate. It's fine. We've actually died already and reincarnated. We've reincarnated already. It's fine. Yeah, we get trapped in here and fucking die. Again. Disc 3! Woo! Ugh. And like I said, Disc 3 is most of the rest of the game. Isn't it the end of every disc? No, we die in the middle of Disc 3. As well. That'll happen. Hi, Deathraven. What's up? Dreamcast games are up. And me, still awake. Get the shotgun shells before we grab the Grandada. If you grab the Grandada and don't grab the shotgun shells become permanently inaccessible. Yay! Grandada. How is that? Because you can only pick up the shotgun shells from the camera angle where you're looking at the grenade. But if you pick up the grenade and then leave, you can't go back and look at the cabinet again, so the shotgun shells become forever inaccessible. Just like real life. Wouldn't the camera angle be attached to the cabinet? It's not. It's attached to the item. It's actually not even the only example of something like that in the game. What's happening when we die? Are we going back in time? No, we resurrect. Laura keeps resurrecting. She doesn't... when she dies, it doesn't stick. I hope you're not hoping for an explanation for that, because it just happens. Okay, so we're going to still be using the shotgun here, primarily because now the encounters get even harder in Disc 3. It levels off a bit when we can get the upgraded submachine gun. That's like the break point where we start using our... where we start using regular gun again when the opportunities permit. Nah, let's just shoot him. He's a bit close. I don't like it. Will today bring us unique dudes? Nah, I don't have the VMU plugged in. As it turns out, unique dudes appear when you have the VMU plugged in and you have clear data of D2 already on the memory card, according to Japanese Wikipedia. I don't have a VMU plugged in, so no unique dudes. Does that change the run at all? No. When we say unique dude, we mean that there's little characters that can appear in like the fenced off area in this disc, and it like really threw me off the first couple times it happened. I got one encounter. That's really good. That's very lucky. That's very RPG gaming for you. You gotta talk to this guy twice, not once. Twice. Is there an item down here? No, just get out of here. If you have clear data on the memory card, little extra dudes start appearing in the fenced-off areas in this part of the game. And they're from Warp Team's previous game for, like, the fucking 3DO, I think. And the first time I encountered it, I was like, what the hell is this? But JP Wikipedia had the answer that it happens if you have clear data on your memory card. Flying dude and big dude. Yeah. Not a fan. It can only happen if you have clear data. It can only happen... like, they'll only spawn in if you have clear data. If you have finished the game, then they'll start appearing on subsequent playthroughs, even though there's no real reason to play this game more than once, outside of, like, speedrun context. There's no, like, extras to unlock or anything. Like, there's no New Game Plus, you know? Just there as a little bonus, I guess, for people like me, who play games like D2 more than once. Say, why play? Yeah, I don't know. For normal people, there really isn't, like, a reason to play this game more than once. I got one encounter again. That is fucking lucky. That's some solid encounter RNG, bro. I make that mistake every time. You gotta walk in the room first before you can go to the stairs. PB pace? Unlikely. Unlikely. I'm not even really timing this run. I'm not, like, paying any attention. Yeet. Regular green spray. Why am I picking these up? I don't need them. Observe piano. That opens a secret room. We solved a puzzle there on that piano. Play the game again in a few years. Yeah, I mean, people replay games they like, I suppose. We get the upgraded submachine gun, and it's quite strong, so we can start using that instead of the shotgun for a bit. Right, I am off to seek adventure. Yeah, I'll probably end up replaying Final Fantasy X in a couple years' time, maybe. Probably in Japanese, just for the experience. Because I really liked that game. It was quite good. But, like, the ending was very frustrating. The final boss difficulty spike kind of pissed me off. Ooh, inflict zombie. Ooh. It's fucking half immune to it. Bullshit. Bullshit! I am still going to use the shotgun for this encounter. Because these guys are fuckers. FF games tend to have shitty last boss difficulty spikes. They really do. It's kind of, it's tradition. Did I enjoy the friendly neighborhood game? Yeah, I thought it was quite good. Oh boy. What an encounter. See, case in point, upgraded submachine gun, strong. I didn't really do any of, like, the optional content when I played through FF10 the first time. Like, I didn't bother to try and do, like, the destruction sphere stuff. I just played the game through, like, without a guide and just went through and made progress and beat the video game, you know? But I sure did end up resorting to doing just a fuck ton of plain ass grinding in the calm lands towards the end, because I was just getting deject and getting fucking rocked. He would do eject the beam and I would be very sad, and he would be like, ooh, eject the bomber, and everyone would die, and I'd be like, piss. So first I had to figure out stone proof, and then like, you do stone proof, you gotta get all these drops from these stupid fucking enemies. I submit that, like, when I wanted to figure out how to get stone proof, I did just Google it. Because I was like, where the fuck do you get this? And it turns out you gotta get a bunch of fucking items from dudes. They just dudes be dropping them. My experience doing D2 again, it levels you up. And when you level up, you become stronger and you get more health. Yeah, I play most of, like, the Final Fantasy games I've played with, like, the speed cranked, like, the speed setting cranked way up. Final Fantasy X-2, at one point I figured out a grinding method where I didn't actually even have to be at the keyboard. I was able to, like, put something down on the... I weighed down, like, the run into a corner. I put this glass on, like, the up arrow on my keyboard. Yuna kept running into a corner, and then I put a different glass on, like, the space bar, so it just kept doing attack over and over again, and that worked, and it kept killing everything that spawned in the area. So I was like, cool. And then I went to go and take a shower. When I came back from the shower, I had gained 15 levels. Consequently, I fucking rolled over the last boss pretty much effortlessly in that game. Oops. 10-2 was still quite good, though. I liked it. Even if I kind of ruined the difficulty curve for myself. Tell you one thing I liked about 10-2 is that when you get enough experience in 10-2, you level up. Punchy, why is that remarkable? Because fucking I hate the sphere grid. I hate the fact that the sphere grid is leveling up with extra steps. Go away. He punched me! Guys! He punched me! Ah! And then he burrowed away. He fucking hit and ran me. He gloop and smooped me. He smack and backed me. Fucker. You love this figure? Why? It's leveling up with extra... It's like, oh, leveling up, but if it took 4 times as long and you had to individually confirm every level up. Great. No, I love that. Ooh. Didn't like it. Found it made the game, made it be longer. Unless you customize a team. No, it fucking don't. If it means you can make everyone do the same thing eventually. I shot the guy. How dare you? Bitch. Extra Remake added a monster raising system to the game. That was actually, I think, something from the Japanese version that just didn't make it to English until now. So I haven't changed the current game to D2. I tried to. If it hasn't changed, Twitch bugged out. For whatever, ever since Twitch rolled out those fucking content guideline updates that no one asked for and no one cares about and that they're not going to enforce properly anyway, the game-changing functionality midstream hasn't really worked particularly well. They release new guidelines. I'm supposed to tag the stream for, like, mature content. It does it automatically if the game has an ESRB rating. But also, like, if you use extreme profanity, if you drink on stream or whatever, they don't enforce these things. They're talking shit. Twitch doesn't enforce fucking anything. Like, technically, I know plenty of streamers who, like, do the multi-streaming thing where they stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You're not technically supposed to do that. They could, like, terminate your partner contract for that. But, like, they don't enforce fucking shit, dude. They don't do anything. I'm not convinced Twitch ever actually enforces anything. Hey, ads. Again, those are... I'm supposed to get a warning like 30 seconds before the ads start. But that functionality doesn't work properly. It only seems to work for the very first ad that gets run on the stream, and never any point past it, so that's good. Do you guys see a warning before the ads start? I guess it's pointless to ask that, since anyone who can see this right now doesn't get ads in the first place, I suppose. Of one-man encounters, which is nice. You have an ad blocker? How dare you? Banned. I don't care. I get it. The Twitch ad experience is so fucking bad. It's so bad. Like, it's uniquely bad. Someone say ban? Who's banned? No one. No one. No one is banned. No one. Yeah, I trust me, if people use an ad blocker, I fucking get it. I mean, obviously, hey, if you don't want ads, consider subscribing to the stream. But, like, if you want to use an ad blocker, it's fine. It's okay. I totally get it, because the ad experience on this website is garbage. It's like, the implementation is bad, even by the standards of the internet. Like, the fact they just fucking randomly happen in the middle of live content is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe they implemented it that way. That, like, warning before they pop up that they added would be a nice feature, but it doesn't fucking work. It's either Audible or Far Cry 6. Gross, they're advertising Far Cry 6 on my channel? Ugh. I hate that. That feels dirty. That's the fun thing as well, is that obviously I don't get any fucking say in what gets run on my channel. It's grim they're still making those. They haven't had an idea since fucking 3. Fucking video game version of the newest season of The Simpsons. Like, they just keep making them out of inertia. Grim situation. I want to see... okay, one of these cabinets contains an item I actually need to progress the plot, and the other one just contains an extra weapon or something, but I don't remember which is which. And waiting for the cutscene to figure out which one's which takes too fucking long. Ubisoft is really struggling to put together, like, a video game right now. I can't help but notice. Like, I follow someone on Twitter who works at Ubisoft. Shocking, I know. I followed them before they worked at Ubisoft, I promise. And they were recently tweeting, like, just found out that something I was working on for 3 years just got cancelled. RIP. I was like, again? They cancelled another thing? Like, they cannot put together a game. Holy shit. Like, another fucking game. Like, another, like, this is a game I don't think we ever heard of. This is an unannounced project, I think, got shit canned. According to this person who just tweeted it out. And it's not even news. Because, like, this just happens all the time, apparently. Like, they're really struggling to put anything out there. It's weird as fuck. They do have that new Prince of Persia game, which, you know what, I will give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. I actually think that looks okay. I actually think the Prince of Persia thing looks alright. Oh, he died. What the fuck? The Prince of Persia, like, the new Prince of Persia thing looks pretty decent, and it met such a negative reception from its initial trailers, and I was a bit bewildered by that, because I thought it looked good. It had a style, it had, like, flair. The problem was that the song that they chose was quite bad. To the point where I honestly didn't realize it was an original song for art. It sounded like the most generic licensed rap number you could possibly have picked. And I honestly thought it was, like licensed from the same pool of songs that League of Legends tournament trailers picked from or something. But it turns out it's an original fucking piece, and I was, like, very embarrassed when I found it. I was embarrassed for everyone when I found out it was an original song. I was like, holy shit, this is a lot of effort for a song that's quite bad. Like, I'm sorry, guys. It's a hopeless. That is not a, like, ooh. That hurts. It must hurt that everyone was like, what the fuck is this license bullshit? And it's like, turns out it was actually an original song. It's just hopelessly generic. It's like, ouch. That hurt. I felt like, ooh. That's rough, buddy. No, don't go there. Oh! He escaped. But yeah, I think the new Prince of Persia thing looks cool. I won't play it, because they're going to put it on Uplay, and I don't want to install Uplay. Sorry. Put your games on a normal fucking storefront, and then I'll play them. But until then, no. Time to fight a boss. Dun 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 dun. And I'm a single issue voter when it comes to the game launcher thing. Sorry, I'm one of those people. Well, I'm not like one of those people. I'm not the most those people. Like, I have an Epic Game Store account. I'm basically okay with that. I think it's like, that's functional. That more or less. But Uplay is like a fucking virus. I hate that thing. I am doing no damage. I like how I shot that guy in the weak point 5 times and it just didn't register. He plays not really. They still like lock all their balls. I bought Scott Pilgrim on Steam because it didn't come with the warning that they were going to force you to log into Ubisoft's garbage to play it. Once again, I shot that dude in his weak point and the game didn't register it. Cool. Love that for me. This fight is so buggy, dude. Fuck's sake. You're supposed to stop him from hitting you by shooting him in, you know, the big glowing chest area, but it doesn't fucking work reliably. Failed again. It just doesn't work. This fight's made wrong. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like that, this one don't fucking work. This one does not work properly. Sometimes I do this fight, I'm able to get, like, very high damage shots because, like, that hit. That one also hit. That one also counted, but for some fucking reason, when you're, like, trying to get the guy to not hit you in the face, it just won't, it doesn't register properly. It's buggy, dude. That one doesn't work properly. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I bought the Scott Pilgrim game on Steam because it didn't have, like, the store page warning sign that, like, oh, needs a Ubisoft account, needs a whatever the fuck, and you're like, I boot the game up, make a Ubisoft Connect account, immediately refunded it. Deeply disappointing. So I thought just once, maybe this time Ubisoft released something normally and didn't, like, hold it hostage behind their fucked up knowledge. Like, nope, still can't play the Scott Pilgrim game on PC. They refuse to just release it normally. Bastards. Not making a fucking Ubisoft account. It's not happening. Makes me sad, because, like, I like the Scott Pilgrim game. I'd like to play it again. But oops, make a Ubisoft account. We can't release a game normally anymore. Because we're the worst people. Okay, well, this guy's gonna smack me right upside down. I'm dying! I didn't get a health refill from, Huh, I didn't get a health refill from the boss fight. I thought you did. Oh, well, there's my level up, at least. Never mind that. Whee! Yeah, like, the Epic Game Store works fine, and, like, there's enough games on it that, like, I don't mind maintaining a different account for it. Like, fine, sure, whatever. Not ideal. I try not to buy things on it because their refund policy is blatantly illegal. They're one of many American companies who think they don't have to abide by European law. And they just kind of get away with it because, I don't know. I don't know why they're allowed to get away with it. I hope someone sues them. But I've had to use a lot because a number of games, when I get like codes from publishers, sometimes they come through the Epic Game Store. I think I've bought exactly one thing on the store ever. It's also the game that convinced me to not buy anything on the Epic Game Store because it was, what was it? It was World War Z. It was World War Z and it was quite boring, so I tried to get a refund for it. Now, you played like 10 minutes more than 2 hours. That means you can't get a refund. Like, show me the part of fucking European law that states that that matters. Give me my money back, bitch. We're American, we don't think we have to abide by the law. Apparently they don't, no one cares. It's great. So I don't buy anything from them anymore. Can you refund past 2 hours on Steam? Yes. If you're not American. I have gotten refunds on Steam well past 2 hours. They do still have, like, a you're taking the piss limit. Like, I think if you tried to refund a game you'd spent, like, 20 hours on, they'd go, no. But I've gotten refunds on games at, like, as high as about 4.5. The thing is that past that point, like, a limit is vaguely, like, because, like, if I've played a game for 6 hours, I'm probably not going to try to refund it, because, like, if I played it for 6 hours, clearly I didn't hate it that much, you know? No, I missed. What? Why is he flexing over there? I should be using the shotgun. I should be using the shotgun. Okay, that's a shotgun situation. Or is it? No, it's a single guy. How far is he? How close is he? That's... no, that's far. Should be enough once the game is... I think 2 hours is unreasonable, personally. I actually agree with the school of thought that says that 2 hours is not really enough time to work out if a game is good or not. Don't like that. Oh, that guy's a chunkster. I don't know, here's the thing, it's not like a done deal, you know, like you can't like prescribe an amount. But I definitely think 2 hours is a bit too short. Bad game. There's no way to get out of the pick up the item menu without pressing A, which immediately puts you on the fucking snowmobile. Still salty about GOG calling a game too mobile as a reason to refuse accepting on the storefront. Yeah, they're bastards about this. I also have a there is also a game I had a hand in that was rejected for basically no fucking reason. On the basis being that they just didn't like it, so they didn't want to host it. Like, they can do that. It's their storefront. They're still assholes, though. It's within your right to act like cocks, but you're still a cock. We are currently driving to the bridge to prevent Kimberly from being exploded by an incorrectly set bomb, by the way. Yeah, GOG's process is a lottery. If you get the bitch on staff, you don't get your game approved. Same reason visual novels get randomly banned on Steam. If you get the racist on staff, you don't get your game on Steam. A strong accusation from me, to be sure, but one I absolutely have conviction in. There's just like one dude on this, probably not even one dude, but there's definitely like people on the Steam review council who are just racists. They just reject Japanese visual novels completely arbitrarily. So if your game is like going through review and you get the racist, then oops. Because they've got a moratorium on Dungeon Travelers 2, which is a game that passed ESRB review, passed Peggy review, passed Zero review, and is being sold at fucking Walmart for the Switch. But Steam won't carry it. I don't think they should be allowed to do that. I think that should be illegal. It passed review in every rating board in the fucking world. And yet they still won't sell it. It's like, that's... I think this is no longer your say. Like, I think you've lost the right to have an opinion on this. Fair enough if the game's unrated and it's just Steam's judgment, but no, every major rating board has said this game is fine. You don't get to have a second opinion. I don't know who asked you. But sure enough, they won't carry that fucking game, and it's kind of bullshit. To be clear, by the way, I'm not like ride or die for Dungeon Travelers 2. That game is definitely like weird horny. But the point I'm making is like one I don't think they should be allowed to just ban games that have passed review in every major rating board in the fucking world, you know? You can buy that game at Walmart. Like, I don't know, man. I think there's just a racist on staff. Because they do that shit with visual novels too. Like, Chaos Head Noah only got brought onto Steam after, like, people gave Valve, like, a lot of grief over it. And that was also just, like, a Japanese visual novel. And it's like, I think there's just a racist at Valve who just doesn't like Japanese games. They keep... It sure is convenient that the number of games that pass review board rating but get thrown off Steam anyway. It sure is weird that they're mainly Japanese, huh? Isn't it fucking weird how that keeps happening? What a coincidence. How strange. Yeah, and it kind of sucks that the Chaos Head debacle, like, they didn't learn anything from it either. Like, it was just like, you know, we're not reconsidering our stances on any more titles at this time. It's like, okay, so they reconsidered their stance on Chaos Head Noah, where they admitted that they definitely fucked it up and had to, like, take the matters into their own hands because a lot of people gave them shit after that game got denied. It's like, that game is being sold everywhere. It's not even that weird by the standards of the genre. Fucking hell. But they will not reconsider. They will not reconsider anything else. Just that one time. Personally, I think we should bully Valve more often in that case. I mean, it's not a cultural thing in this case, it's just Valve in particular are weirdos. There's like one dude on like the game review stuff at Valve who acts like a weird, because like some games get by fine and it just seems to be luck of the draw. Any visual novel recommendations? 428 Shibuya Scramble, baby! Like on Steam, get you some 428 Shibuya Scramble, get you some Raging Loop, play Noja. I'm gonna loosely define Noja as a visual novel there for my convenience. Now, GOG will always review every game individually, although that being said, they do have their own weird-ass opinions about what's considered good enough for their storefront. Like, they sell some fucking garbage, man.
欲しかったスターウェイのピアノを買ってきたの。自分の夢を押し付けて悪かったね。トム、トム、聞こえるか？
Critical.
聞こえるかい？
I hit the claw. No. Really? Could you pick a... could I get a better camera angle, please? Dead. What is this? What is the story behind this? I absolutely could not compress what has happened in this game up to this point. I have skipped like 5 hours of cutscenes. No fucking chance am I summarizing that. You're on your own. Disc change. Honestly, you're able to skip so much of the story in this game that this is, like, I understand that this is completely unfollowable without context. Trust me, I get it. Like, I know that this run looks like what the fuck is going on? Why are you running around this mountain? This claw! Like, trust me, I understand. I really do. I feel you. I feel you. I understand that this, if you don't know the story of this game already, this run is absolutely 100% incomprehensible. However, I am not going to attempt to summarize it. There is way too much bullshit. A lot happens in D2, but also somehow nothing. We met, like, a blind woman in the mountain, and then it turns out she had angel wings and tries to kill us with a violin. I don't, like, fucking... Is there a D1? Yes, but it has nothing to do with this game. Anyway, I'm about to shoot a vagina. I like how 4 people immediately said, what? No, really, like I'm not being... I'm about to do that, like, it's... Here we go. Yep. Did you think I was fucking joking? Because no. No, I was not. What you don't get is what does D stand for in D2? Well, watch to the end of the run and you'll find out. There is an answer to that question, and you will get to hear it. So, Punchy, what's the story behind this? I told you, I'm not telling you. I'm not going to try to summarize that. Fucking Where is she? There you are. I gotta talk to her. The D series stands for Denmark. You know, you will find out what D2 stands for by the end of this run. The first game, the D stands for Dracula. It does not stand for that in this game. But I will tell you what D2 stands for at the end, because when you find out what D2 stands for is when time gets called. That's a grenade. Ow! Yeah, so grenades just kind of like delete fights from the game. Like, if you throw a grenade, you win. Instantly, it kills everything. That's why we were amassing grenades throughout the run, because now the encounters on Death Mountain are death. They kill you. They're hard. So anytime I spawn a fight and there's more than one guy in it, I am throwing a grenade and leaving. This is a one-guy situation, though, so he is not worth the grenade. He might still hit me, though. Nah, we're okay. So yeah, when you want one-man encounters because they're just shorter to deal with, obviously, but... And they help me preserve my grenade count. So anytime we see a one guy, that's good. But anytime there's like two guys, nah, just forget about it, throw a grenade. It's genuinely not even vaguely worth the effort to try and fight these guys. And we're kind of like under-leveled as well, like levels matter. It affects your shot power, among other things, and the game expects you to have spent more time fucking around than I currently have, so I'm actually pretty weak. So these encounters are difficult to win the traditional way. So we're not going to win them the traditional way. We're going to throw grenades at them and leave. Oh, fuck that. This is a super grenade moment. 3 big lads. Hell no. Fuck all of that. Goodbye. No way. That fight would take so long otherwise. Hell fucking no. That is none of my business. I am out of here. I make it look simple by just tossing the grenade and leaving, but I cannot stress that that single fight, instead of it being just toss the grenade and done, that would have probably taken like 5 full minutes. Those guys have so much fucking health. It would be a struggle. It would be a life or death fight. Instead, we just throw a grenade and leave. You ever played Mother 1? You ever gotten to Mount Etoy at the end and how everything there is just so ridiculously strong you just have to 4th D-slip away from everything because everything will fucking murder your shit? The end of D2 is a lot like that. Like, bro, I gotta go. That is another yeet. 3-dude situation. The grenade takes so long to explode that it actually sometimes, like, you get hit anyway. But it's okay. It's fine to get hit. You'll level up anyway and get your health back. I have not played Planet Laika, no. Two-dude situation. Yeah, this is a grenade throw, IMO. We throw grenades until we run out of grenade ammo, and then... Oh, ow. Just throw grenades until you run out of grenades, and then just use the whatever shotgun ammo you have left. This whole end area is quite random, unfortunately. That's not a grenade. That is a red first aid spray, which is nice. Those restore 100 health, which is very powerful. So soon. Ah, it's a 3 dude. Ah, my grenades. No. Not enough 1 dude scenarios right now. I'm getting 3 dude pileups. Not a fan of these pile-ups right now. Not a fan of this situation. I feel like I'm down a grenade. I think I missed one. Where would I have missed one? Not sure. Multi-dude. It's another multi-dude. Man. Not feeling this beat. Ow. It's not like these enemies spawn. There's not been enough one dudes. My PB happened in the middle of a hotfix for the precise reason that it was very, very lucky on this end segment of the game. I had a lot of one dude fights, and then I grenaded my way to the top with the rest. I barely had to pull out the shotgun. Okay, that's one dude, so that's probably worth using shotgun instead of Grandada. These are the kinds of judgment calls that will be made. Okay, grenade would have been faster, but it was okay to preserve the grenade. What happens if you hit a 3 big dude fight after all the grenades? Cry? Yeah. Pull out the shotgun and fucking pray. Like, you'll probably survive by that point, because you'll have gotten nice chunky level ups from throwing all the grenades in the first place, but it's still not pretty to have to deal with that. One dude. One guy though. Still better than throwing the grenade. Keeping these 2 grenades there, those 2 encounters, preserving my grenades for future usage. Because this is a struggle to the top right now. That's like the only goal, is just get through this, don't die. Because the final boss is trivial. If we can get to the final boss with at least a handful of health items, we win the game. But the getting there is the hard part. That's a grenade situation for sure. It's gonna bounce off the tree, dude. Not quite. There's my level up. So my health is restored once more. Hashtag grenade situation. It's definitely a grenade situation. We're actually... Those 2 one-man encounters were critical. Keeping things dude. I'm throwing the grenade. I'm gonna throw my last grenade. We're throwing the Grandada. We're doing it. No, the Grandada! It went over. It doesn't matter. The range is so big. I'm out of Grandada. Which is not great. We are not really as far ahead as I would like to be after using my last grenade. I would like to be further up the mountain than this. This game seems wild. Is it a fun game casually? It's definitely interesting. Yeah, I think it's a fun game casually. Do be prepared to spend a bit of time wandering around wondering what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, though. But, like, casually, it's also, like, a pretty easy game, frankly. Ugh, grim. Okay, it's not that bad, actually. I thought it was 3 dudes. Gun. Gun. Okay, he's nowhere close to me, so that's okay. The shotgun makes quick work of them. See, notice how now the big dudes only take 2 shotgun shells to kill instead of 3. That is because I leveled up, and when you level up, your shot power gets stronger. That's why you throw the grenades first and then start leaning on your guns. Oof, brutal. I would love to have a grenade right now. 3 dude situation, not the ideal circum. Oh, he died. He died in 1. Bruh, what? That guy meanwhile took fucking 3. Brutal. If we can make it in without my shotgun ammo... Yeah, made it in without my shotgun ammo expiring, which is not bad. I have done worse. This final boss is a trip to look at. If you suffer from epilepsy, seriously don't. Like, seriously don't. Do not look. Do not be looking at the screen. I'm just gonna shoot this guy with the shotgun. I don't think it does anything, but... That's doing damage. That's not bad. Did I figure out anything more with playing Death Crimson 2? I haven't touched it since that stream, so no. I have a lot of leftover shotgun ammo, actually. What? This is the final boss. He sometimes does this cutscene move where he shocks you for, like, some damage. Okay, I think I'm finally out of shotgun ammo. I usually don't have anywhere near that much ammo left over for that. That's not bad. I think that was quite good. But now we are losing our sense of sight, and soon our sense of sound, so the fight's just going to be... occurring. The fight is definitely still happening. Like, right now, the cutscene where the lightning attack happens is playing, but I can't see it, so I just get the red flash and then that. But I'm definitely still doing damage, rest assured. It's an odd one, this. There's the lightning cutscene again. Eventually it fades out, because I've done enough damage to trigger, like, the next phase of the fight. And he leaves us on 1 health, which I tend to panic about and just heal instantly. Even though I don't think it matters. I don't think you get hit past this point. I mean, you should heal when you're in the menu to do... whatever. Point is, now we can't move, like, we can't use our hands. Everything's broken. We have lost everything. We are dying, but you can still open the menu to heal. Okay. Listen carefully. The nanosecond you hear a noise, you can use the flower from your compact to get back in the fight. A character is supposed to speak to you during that, but, like, the fucking instant the voice line starts, you're good to go. So, like, as soon as I hear, like, microphone static, I'm in. So you didn't hear shit, but I heard it. Like, the nanosecond the voice line starts playing, you're good to go. Laura. Imada. Laura is strong. I'm back, lads. Honestly, my strategy for this is just to put my cursor over the big eyeball in the middle. Sometimes the orbs fly in front and take a shot, and that actually does more damage, but trying to aim for it on purpose is like, nah. I win. I didn't even get hit. Dope. That's lucky, more than anything else. And now the finale. It just looks like this.
Laura. 私の声は聞こえますか? 悪は消滅しました。動けるようになったはずです。ローラ、今こそがあの恐るべき力という
We're about to find out what D2 stands for.
何も見えな
Takes a
くて
bit though.
何も聞こえなくてもゆっくりと進むのです。
Yeah, right now the character speaking to us is like literally Mother Earth. Like it's the force of fucking nature speaking to Laura.
この地球を
This game is about the environment.
感じなさい。地球を感じなさい。あなたの中に眠る記憶
Shame there's no
を
subtitles. I mean, this game does have an English translation, but that's not what I'm playing.
信じるのです。あなたの力を自分にできることを。力はあなたに奇跡を起こしてくれるでしょう。さあ。
さあ Which like makes you think it's over. No, she's going to keep talking for a bit.
時をかける運命の子供よ。よくお聞きなさい。あなたはまだ知らないでしょう。この無限にも思えるこの宇宙にも限りがあることを。永遠にも思えるこの時の流れにも限りがあることを。あなたはまだ何も知らない。幼い生まれたばかりの赤ん坊なのです。今一度あなたは旅に出なければなりません。
うるさいよ、ババ
恐ろしい旅へと。さあ、今こそ彼に会いに行くのです。覚えていますか？彼の名を。あなたを救ってくれた彼の名前を。彼こそが
覚えないわ。早く聞けよ。
今一度彼に出会い、そしてその力を一つにするのです。さあ、ローラ、彼の名前を
Call his name is what they're saying. Call his name. Call the name that you have forgotten.
あなたがあなた自身になるために彼の名を呼ぶのです。
Call his name. Call his name.
さあ、ローラ。
David. That's what D2 stands for. David. There's 2 D's in it. Are you pleased with that answer, chat? Who's David, you might be wondering? A character we didn't see in the run. It's okay, he doesn't turn up in normal gameplay either. He's a voice that speaks to Laura during the cutscenes sometimes. Woo! Yeah, sure, Punchy, that works. It's the correct answer! And because of that, Laura has time traveled back to New Year's before she got fucked up on a plane, I guess, in the middle of a bookstore. I don't know. Time travel happens. The one that died before the game even started in the crash? Correct, yes. He speaks to you telepathically throughout the game. At various... Usually when you die. Usually when you die and reincarnate. Kimberly Fox, the universe as a verse. Oh, Kimberly's a poet now. We saw a little bit of Kimberly in this run. Ah, shit, dropped my fucking compact. There he is! The D2! David!
これ落としましたよ。素敵なお母さんからの贈り物だ。 大切にしなくちゃ、ローラさん。わあ、失礼。ここに名前が書いてあったもので。それになぜかあなたが初めて会った人ではないような気がして。
So I feel like we've met before, is what he just said, loosely speaking. I'm paraphrasing really hard here. So, you know, even though it's got your name written on it, it's like, I feel like we've met before. That's what he's saying.
あ、その刺繍。
And here he's about...
キンバリー・フォックス。
now he's about to talk about how much he likes this poet.
僕も読んだことがあるんだ。まだそれほど有名じゃないのによく知ってるね。
Who does this?
この中で僕が一番好きな詩。
Fucking loser.
これ。
This guy gets no bitches.
光というタイトルの詩。この詩はね、彼女の想像の
favorite fucking poet in his bookstore.
ある女性について書かれた詩なんだ。
Is he reading poetry? Yeah.
ああ、わかった。どうしてあなたに会ったのが初めてじゃない気がしたのか。この詩に出てくるその女性、彼女があなたに似てるんだ。不思議だな。ぜひ読んでみて。本当に素晴らしいよ。
Laura's just like, no, Laura gets it.
どれもこれも生きる希望と愛に満ち溢れてる。あ、ローラさん、ほら、ごらん。
And Laura just doesn't... The fact that Laura doesn't talk in this game is really weird, honestly. Like, I get it, like, it's fine in D and sort of fine in Enemy Zero. In this game, it's really weird that she doesn't talk. Like, it actually kind of comes off like she has, like, some kind of problem, rather than she's just quiet, you know? Yeah, she's demonstrably not mute, but, like, the times that she doesn't talk is, like, it would be really expedient for you to reply in some of these situations, dude. But she can call his name. That's the only thing she can say. Happy Y2K, everyone. Now he's very normal interaction occurring. This game's ridiculous. Like, I respect that Kenji Eno put a lot of his feelings into this one, but oh my god, this game is ridiculous. This game is distinctly the product of someone who saw what Hideo Kojima does and was like, I want to do that. However, the problem is that, like, if you think Kojima's writing is a bit much sometimes, but like, you really got to play D2 just to sort of see what happens when someone like Kojima can't string it together properly, you know? Kojima can actually string a coherent story together out of it with, like, a theme. Kenji Eno really couldn't with this one. Props to him for trying, but no. No. Not quite, dude. Okay, and also, this cutscene, this ending thing goes on for minutes of stock footage, and eventually starts displaying statistics about world hunger, the number of people who died of HIV, that's a real thing that is in this video game, and other, like, just human tragedies. Wow, where'd they get this footage of the dinosaurs? This goes on and on. This goes for, like, I think, like, what is it, like 20 more minutes. It's way too long to show. But you also can't skip it. I'm trying to skip it right now. The song that plays over the credits is really nice. Also, I forgot to split. Bit late on that one. too much ambition in all of his projects. I mean, maybe not too much. I respect that D2 has, like, thoughts, but they're not coherently put together. Enemy Zero is pretty good. D1 is a fascinating curiosity, right? Because, like, I think as a piece of game design, it's pretty quaint in 2023. But, like, it's fine. Like, it's a compact game that tells a decent, like, it tells a story in a reasonably okay way. Like, it's fine. It's okay. D2 is a massive fucking game that has way too many ideas. I cannot stress enough that I skipped, like, because this run fortunately lets you skip all of the cutscenes. We actually skipped over, like, hours and hours of talking. Like, we skipped over so much dialogue. Does this game maintain the dinner table subtitle? Let me check. Yes and no, actually. It's got both of them on the box. It says it's got both D2 and D no Shokotaku 2 on it. So, like, yes and no. Oh god, all of the random bit. Okay, see what I was saying about, like, how used game sellers in Japan just have everything. D2 comes with so much fucking bullshit in the box. Like, check out this calendar of the year 2000 included in the fucking box for some reason. Mine's tinted yellow. We also have the D2. What even is this? Hang on. This is like the little, like, pamphlet you get with the games where you can write your opinions on it and mail it back to the company. I don't know how many of these actually, like, did this. It's like, please give your opinion on the game. Did people actually fill these out and send them back to the publishers back then? Like, damn. Imagine if game developers did that nowadays. Please, we will only accept opinions if you actually bother to write them out on a card and mail them to us. I would do it. I would do it. I wish these were a thing, in, like, the PS2 days in the West. So I would diligently fill them out. I would consider it a responsibility to do so. The D2 for this is advertising the soundtracks. Like, there's the soundtrack, there's the select remixes, there's like 4 fucking albums for this game. There's the official guidebook, which someone has scanned online, and the D2 deep file for more words. There's also the Dreampoint Bank piece of paper that is in here. If you registered this online, I could get bonus points for Sega's loyalty program. Don't use that. Don't use that. That's my code. Don't use that. I could get 360 points, and then maybe I'd be able to get nice Dreamcast accessories. Now, I'm gonna have to blur out the code in post so that no one uses it. God fucking damn it. And there's also, if you can believe that, of all this bullshit included in the box, there is also, in fact, a manual. Who includes a manual? Stupid. I just threw it across the room. Okay, now that we're done with all the stock footage, who's ready for the Statistics Power Hour? This is roughly about how big the Earth is. I'm not going to translate this word for word because there's too many words and I don't know half of them. This does just keep going. Approximately 100 million? I can't count in Oku. We've established this. the population increased to
I disagree.
by about, like a few million. Crazy. Population predicted by 2100. 2100. Even more people. Tough guy, thank you for the 14 months. Number of people infected with HIV. Thanks for that. Good statistics. People newly infected with HIV by 1998. Cool. People who died of AIDS. About 250 man, which is... how do I count? 2.5 million. There we go. People who are starving or malnourished. Checked in 1998. Quite a lot. That's a big number. People who are unable to read or write. Approximately, like a billion, I think that number. I can't count, dude. I can't count in Orku. We don't, you already know. People who live without electrical power. A lot. Big number. People who die from malnourishment-related complications big number again. Average life expectancy. 1935, 1997, 67. Cool. Heikin Jumyo. Amount of forest area lost over 15 years since 1980. Big number. Global warming. That's a temperature indicator. Average temperature increase. Oops. I got bad news for you, Kenji. That one got worse. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I know this one. Something about, like... shite. It's like acidity or something. I don't know. There were big words in that one. I didn't get it. CO2 concentration in the atmosphere? Thanks. There are a lot of big words in that one. I didn't catch... Fuck. Species of fish gone extinct, something like that, 33%. There were many extinctions. Cool. Species of bird gone extinct since 1990. Yeah, nice. 11%. Birds be going extinct and shit. You get it? Mammals going extinct. See, I told you guys I can read Japanese. And I think this one's just like species of plants that have gone extinct. Enno really had a moment, didn't he? Yeah, he kinda did. Cool, I read most of those. The only one I didn't understand was the CO2 pollution one. Nice, I'm okay with that. I know how to read this language, I swear. Did I say cool to birds going extinct? I'm trying to read the statistics quickly and, like, say them in English. I'm just happy I understood the gist of what I was looking at. Was all of that necessary? No. But it was in the game, so I read it to you guys. Hope you guys appreciate the effort. People underestimate how difficult it is to read a language and try to tell someone what it says in another language. It's so hard. There's a reason when I play Japanese games on stream, I don't even make an effort to translate half the time, because I'm just like, nah, fuck it. You're on your own, guys. Thanks Thanks for enlightening us with a bunch of trivia that is over 20 years outdated. Honestly, the point wasn't to enlighten, it was just to go, these numbers are really all included in the game. They really just put all this in the game. I couldn't really figure out the numbers because I don't know how to explain. I can't convert between like fucking oku in my head to like a number that English people want. Like English people don't know what 80 oku means. I know it means a very fucking large number. Because like 8 oku is like 800 million. Yeah. Numbers are hard in Japanese. It's hard to do the, like, to translate them quickly. Because, like, they count in terms of mon, which is 10,000. So, like, 700 mon is, like, that's 7 million. And then when it gets big enough, it like, loops back around and becomes oku instead. I think I got that wrong still. Counting in Japanese is hard when the numbers get really big, because I'm not used to the power. Like, it starts counting in different powers. Like, Japanese doesn't count in, like, millions. It's one, there's one that's lower and one that's higher. The units aren't the same. Am I explaining this even vaguely coherently? I feel like I'm just saying words. Can I get like a nod to people understand? Ah! Does anyone know what I'm banging on about? Oh, I love this. The producer wishes to thank Hideo Kojima, Yuji Horii, the creators of, you know, the Hideo Kojima Metal Gear Solid. Yuji Horii is the Dragon Quest guy. There's also Ryuichi Sakamoto in there. What did Ryuichi Sakamoto do? Fuck. I feel like I should know. It's blanking. Yellow Magic Orchestra. That's the one. Thank you. Did I learn Japanese playing these games or a course? I'm self-taught. So not a course, no. Right. If you play this game on the turnover to the year 2000, you get a little message, and it goes, yeah, that sort of thing. But other than that, put a pin in it, bollocks to this. That's D2, baby. There is no way to get off the screen other than closing the game or closing the console. Double split? Yes. Because I don't have a 6th game. It's midnight. Dope. I baited us with a theoretical 6th game. I didn't have a plan in mind for this. Quiet. Quiet, you. But right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. That will be it from me. It's midnight. It's late. I've been streaming for nearly 7 hours. That was a good Sunday stream, I think. If you enjoyed the stream, please drop me a follow on the twitch.tv. Sometimes we like to play lots of games around here. Hope you enjoyed the Dreamcast speedrun horror marathon, even though it was like 5 games. I don't know. Still, 5 games is a lot of games, actually. I think you'll find, especially when the average game length is like fucking